of the action from the Ocean Racing Series is proudly brought to you by Sports Event Management. Welcome everybody to Nelson Mandela Bay. It's time to kick off yet another Ocean Racing Series, and we are in the water sport capital of Africa at this stage. Welcome to the studio, Mike Zoetmulder.
Thank you very much. Absolutely fantastic to be back for season 6.
And we kick off the show with registrations opening for the 2010-2011 season at the Profile Health and Fitness Club.
Yeah, really great evening at the gym. About a 30% increase in registrations at this stage of the season. And what a fantastic evening was had by all.
Some really great prizes being given away. One of our contestants winning an Orca wetsuit, and I think she would be needing that, although the weather looked pretty good. Water temperature around 18 degrees for the first event.
Fantastic weather. We were really happy with it. We had a rough week coming into it. We'll take what we got today and Sunday. And a great turnout. One of the best turnouts we've had for the Ocean Racing Series happening down Hobie Beach on Nelson Mandela Bay.
No, today's a bit of a challenge. We swam a little bit in the off season, a bit in the swimming pool, but it's not the same as in the sea. And we swam game 2 the other day, and that was fine. So that's the 1K today for sure, just to check the cobwebs off a little bit of it.
A great turnout for the first swim, Mike, and it's really great to see the 3K swimmers remained as an event.
Yeah, we've stuck to the 3 kilometre swim. Very popular last year. Last year we had the transition from 2 to 3, and this year we're kicking off straight away, race number 1 with the Dis-Chem 3 kilometre ocean swim.
As popular as last year?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, you'll see in the early stages the 1 kilometre swim will be the most popular, and then as we get after January, the 3 kilometre becomes the more popular event.
Yeah, as we start training and getting closer to the Ironman, more swimmers will be attempting the 3 kilo. They're getting off on a great field on the day.
It's great. Just under 100 swimmers in the Dis-Chem swim, and a fantastic start for the season. Beautiful clear water. As you say, a bit choppy out there, but it's going to be a great start to the season for these swimmers.
And although we're heading into summer, water temperature is still quite chilly, 17.5, just on 18 degrees in the water. Not many swimmers out there without their wetsuits on. Great new sponsor on board for the surf ski event, Mike.
Yeah, very exciting. We've got Varsity Cottage on board, and it's going to be very exciting to have them involved this year.
And this year around, we're going to have to watch out for some of those younger paddlers. We went and spoke to Stuart Lang.
Pretty much I've come out of been training hard, see where I can get to today. I've got some good competition with Jordan Zealy. He's a very strong paddler. He beat me yesterday in one of the races. But yeah, we'll see what happens today. The conditions are actually quite nice. Getting a bit of east wind coming through, so it's going to give us some runs and some bumps to catch and see what we can do there.
Let's quickly have a look at the course for the surf skis. The red one showing you the surf ski course, 5 kilos for them, and the green one, a new event for the stand-up skis. And nice to see a new event in the Ocean Racing Series.
Yeah, it's very popular overseas, and it's certainly going to be popular in South Africa. But you'll see they do a half a lap as opposed to the paddlers doing the full 5 kilometre distance.
And for the stand-up skis, balance obviously crucial.
Balance is key, and Richard, obviously one of the South Africa's top surf ski paddlers, choosing to go on the stand-up race this time, and I think his core body strength is going to see him pull through on this one.
I think the stand-up skis could become part of events in the Eastern Cape in the future.
Definitely, the water sport capital of Africa. We're looking at bringing it into events like the Splash Festival, and already talking to the guys at Corban in Cape Town to see if we can bring a national event down here for that event.
Very, very popular in Oz and New Zealand at the moment. Mike, 2 differences in the distances for the stand-ups and the surf skis. We said they do 2 different courses, similar but different courses on the water.
Yeah, the stand-up paddlers are going to go 2.5 kilometers, whilst the surf ski paddlers are going a very fast 5 kilometer. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these stand-up paddlers adapt to it this year. First time they've done a sort of offshore race. So it'll be very interesting.
Back to Sharkrop Pier for the start of the 1 kilo swim, the biggest swim event of the day.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Over 200 swimmers cracking into the water. A lot of newcomers to the Weekend Post Ocean Racing Series, and a lot of excitement on the start line there this morning.
And these big numbers attributed to the good weather we've been having in the Eastern Cape, and that's part of the pleasure of living in Nelson Mandela Bay.
Yeah, I know the weather conditions are favourable. Obviously, it'll warm up. We've got the guys from Masakani Future Stars down once again. This is our development angle, sponsored by Pagdens. But they set off and they'll go around, first of all, the Tavcore boy and then the News Cafe boy out to sea. And it's very exciting for some of these guys. First time they're in the ocean doing a 1 kilometre race. So a lot of personal milestones to be had.
I see Frank Krief not competing this year. He might be going overseas. Who would you eye out as a winner?
Yeah, Frankie Krief, I believe he's got a bursary for America, so he hasn't had a start at the series yet. Makes way for the guys like Jones and Murray to come through. But in the 1K, you're going to have a strong tussle between last year's champion Van der Sande and the season before's champion Wesley Behan, who's back in the mix.
Onto the beach for the beach run. And no guesses who'll be the man to watch. There he is on your screen, Marinus Johnson.
Yes, since December 2007, and in April this year won the World Ocean Racing Series 5-kilometer beach run. Marinus Johnson setting off.
Something new in this Ocean Racing Series, they stick on the beach. They don't go on the concrete or the road tarred surface.
No, we're going to keep them on the beach as far as we can. So it's going to be a lot tougher than in previous years.
And it's also going to play into Johnson's favour. He loves running on sea sand. And something new, an event for the kids this year, which is a standalone event.
Yeah, very exciting. The kids have their own 1-kilometer beach run and their own prize giving valued at over 5,000 Rand. So we've had a great response from the kids 12 years and under.
What kind of distances are they doing?
They're doing 500 meters out and 500 meters back. And fun. I mean, we've got kids from 3 years old setting off, and really to be down at the beach and to feel the vibe from these kids is amazing.
I see some of the not so young kids taking part in the kids run as well. Well, I suppose as long as you're on the beach and you're training, you're doing the right thing, and that's what the Ocean Racing Series is all about, getting everyone out there and getting them to take part in some kind of sporting event. On board with the Spar barge as we go around that buoy, they still have, and looks like they're going to have one more lap to go as they now head back to the pier.
Russell Crowhurst and Jonathan Mandel been at Ocean Racing Series for many years now, but here the leaders in the 1-kilometer ocean swim with Chris van der Sande pulling ahead.
I think Van der Sande is going to be the danger man, doing so well last year.
Yeah, defending champion, and he's certainly going to be the one to go. So we see the kids returning from their 1K run.
What is the thinking about keeping it strictly a beach run this year?
It's more exciting, more challenging, and just something different from what they can normally do on a weekend. So a fun run on the beach, something totally different.
I think the good thing is to see the kids out there taking part in this event, and some of the juniors there coming to finish. As we go out past the buoy with one of our stand-up paddlers, not that easy, even though it's flat.
Yeah, it shows you it takes a lot of balance.
Well, it's definitely not the type of event I'll be getting involved in, because I've got zero balance, even on solid land. And we'll see more of this event in the Ocean Racing Series in events to come. So we catch our 1 kilo swimmers now, the last stretch heading towards the line. And it seems like it's going to be Chris van der Sande at the front.
Chris van der Sande, last year's overall champion, striving through to win the first round.
It was a little bit bumpy on the way out. It was a tough start. Had lots of guys trying to guard with me in the beginning. It was really tough on the way out, trying to get the lead. I made my real break about halfway after the second buoy, about the 500 meter mark, and then I got about a 100 meter lead, and then I just really fought hard to keep it there. But conditions were nice. As I say, a little bit bumpy on the way out, but it's the same for everyone.
As we look back towards that buoy, a huge field of swimmers coming towards us. We're looking at the water for our second place swimmer in the 1 kilo, and there he is. It's Wesley Behan.
Yeah, back again. Season 4 champion Wesley Behan back into swimming. Great to see him back in action, finishing a very creditable second.
It's going to be interesting to see how the top competitors fare and who's going to be running at the top after the third event, because some names missing from competition this year, notably in the 3 kilo. Big name missing, Frank Krief. He's not taking part this year. So who's this coming towards the line to take the win?
Michael Murray, last year's runner-up, starts off with a victory, and a great swim from him today.
Today it was actually a very nice race. Like, I enjoyed myself a lot, and like the water was like comfortable and everything. Yeah, so it was a good race, and the waves weren't that bad, and I wasn't tired.
Michael Murray taking a win in the 3 kilo ocean swim. Someone's going to step up and challenge him. I know that for sure. We'll have to see how that one comes together for the rest of the season. Jessica Roux took the win for the ladies in the 3 kilo swim.
It wasn't really easy. It was very hard. The conditions were quite rough today, and it was quite a long swim. Obviously, getting back into it, the first swim of the season. So it was quite hard, but I enjoyed it.
Wonderful to see some of the top Ironman contenders taking part in the Ocean Racing Series.
Yeah, legend Ironman Reynard Tissing had a close tussle with Jessica from the Tavcor buoy past the Newscape buoy. They were head on head, and she was really chuffed managing to keep him away.
Top Eastern Cape lifesaver Richard van Wilderman taking the win in the stand-up ski. We caught up with Ryan Anderson and asked him about the sport of stand-up skiing.
Yeah, it's quite a different sport to what we're used to. Obviously, there's a couple aspects to the stand-up paddleboarding. There is the wave riding aspect, where the boards are very much like surfboards. And then this is actually the race paddling discipline, where the boards are a lot longer, and it's actually, if you look at this board, it's a lot like a surf ski actually, in design, and it's built for speed and distance paddling. And
watch out for the sport. It's going to find a home in the Eastern Cape, I'm telling you.
Definitely, and these guys come down on race days and they have some demo craft available, so any of the families wanting to come and try it out, the experts are there to show them how.
So head down to Nelson Mandela Bay and come and take part in the Ocean Racing Series, something to suit the likes of almost everyone. Some of the last swimmers now coming through towards the line, while Richard van Volderman comes through to claim that first win in the stand-up paddle in the Ocean Racing Series. Our runners were still out on the course and heading towards the line. It was going to be a tight battle.
Yeah, it's going to be a close tussle. There it is. Marinus Johnson undefeated. Robbie Matthias behind him. It's always a battle between these two, with Antonio Seconds usually in third place. And it seems like season 6 is going to start where it left off last season.
The gap between Johnson and the second place man getting closer every single year, and this year he might have a challenge on his hands.
Yeah, I think there's 11 seconds between them, and there's Antonio Seconds finishing in third place as more of the 3K swimmers now start to come through.
And our first place lady in the run, she's still out on the beach but heading towards the line.
Yeah, Ursula Kuhn, we remember her from season 4 when she was the overall champion. She's back in winning form, and it's great to see the guys so soon in the season, so fit.
And some really great prizes up for grab this year in the Ocean Racing Series. Mike, tell us more.
Yeah, all the winners in the age group categories going to a jackpot and win a 1,200 Rand Adidas prize. Coupled to that is the Sports Series members jackpot. At the end of every race day, 1,500 Rand cash up as a lucky draw prize. So something exciting to keep the guys on the beach.
And just for interest's sake, when is our next event taking place?
2 weeks' time, every alternate Sunday down Hobie Beach.
So make a point of getting down there. There's something for everyone, and no matter what age or what your discipline.
It went okay. The conditions were pretty hectic out there, especially this last leg coming back, but otherwise it's all good. You know, it's such a good event to do. I enjoy it because it's good preparation for things like Ironman and just general swimming and fitness. And, you know, it's just an amazing event to do. I don't see it anywhere else in the country, really. But it's great. It really is good fun.
It is a lot of fun, and do catch us every second Sunday of the month down at Hobie Beach in Nelson Mandela Bay for the Ocean Racing Series, something to suit everyone's taste and a good way to get some exercise as well. Now let's have a look at those winners then, or the leaders in the 3 kilo swim. Michael Murray claiming honours, while Jessica Roux claiming it for the girls. Chris van der Sande winning the 1 kilo swim. Carmel Wilson coming through first for the girls. Marinus Johnson taking the run. Richard van Volderman taking the stand-up paddle, while Jordan Zidi taking the surf ski win, and Johan Jacobs taking the kids beach run. That concludes our coverage from Nelson Mandela Bay. We'll be back on the beach in the next couple of weeks. We'll catch you then. Till then, stay safe in the water. All the action from the Ocean Racing Series is proudly brought to you by Sports Event Management.